So smoothie time. Here is what I do to make a smoothie. Right or wrong, this is what I do. I like it, it works for me. So I have a Blendtec, awesome blender, really powerful. Vitamix is also good, makes a difference. So I start off with water first. In there I've got ½ litre of water. Use less water if you're making a smaller smoothie. I have a lot of smoothie. So we have water, and then we start adding ingredients. Raw vegan protein. This one is Super Blends protein mixed berry with all sorts of good stuff in it. I always go for raw vegan. I'm not scientific. I stick a bunch of protein in there. More other people would be more scientific than I am. There you go. Some super greens, because that's good. There we go. Bunch of super greens in there. I like some good oil. I use Udo's, or coconut oil is good. There's a bunch of good oils around. I like this one. So there we go. Some Udo's. Keep it in its box. Supposedly it's light sensitive. And then we have some fruit, because I like it sweet. So banana, nice and ripe, which is excellent. I'm going to stick half an apple in this one. So if you've got a less powerful blender, you probably have to cut it into bits. This one, just stick it in, off it goes. I like an avocado because that makes it nice and creamy and smooth. And there we go, just cut it. Put the whole avocado in. Ooh. There's half. And there's the other half. Stick a whole lot in. There we go. And what next? Keeping on going with the fruit. A couple of dates. Straight in. And then I like a bit of flaxseed, just because it's good stuff. This is optional. There's a bunch of different superfoods and stuff like that that you can put in if you fancy them, if you've got them. If you don't, that's all fine. This I love. It's a bit of raw cacao. It's one of my favorite things. So there we go. Raw cacao straight in. Some pumpkin seeds, just because they're cool. There we go. And what else are we going to stick in? I like a bit of probiotics. So we just take out a couple of probiotic capsules, open up the capsules and pour them in. And then the next one. There we go. And that's all for that stuff. Sometimes, I don't always put it in, sometimes I'll do honey because it makes it sweet and tasty. Let's stick it in today because I fancy it for no other reason. Honey gets good raps and bad raps. Some people like it, some people don't, for all sorts of different reasons. I personally like a bit every now and again. So this is where it gets fun. Cucumber. So chunk of cucumber, in it goes. And because I live in the middle of the city, I get my greens delivered. So this is a bit of chard. So we stick a bit of chard in there, a bit more, why not? This one is spinach. So stick a bit of spinach in there. In it goes. Good. Then some kale. This is just what I happen to have about, what I happen to like. If you're just starting out on smoothies, I'd use less greens and more fruit. This is nettle tips. Good stuff. I treat them gently so I don't get stung, but as long as you're nice to them, they're fine. There we go, some nettle tips. A bit of mint, because mint is nice and tasty. It's very stalky, so I tend to rip the leaves off and not put the stalks in. There we go. Bit of mint, a bit more actually, just for the heck of it, because it's nice. It smells amazing. Oh, there we go. Bit more mint, some parsley. Why not? Parsley's good stuff. And the thing is, when I started out doing smoothies, I didn't put anywhere near this amount of greens in. Some dandelion leaves. Dandelions are awesome. If you have a garden, you can probably just go and pick them straight from the garden. I don't, so I get them delivered. It's crazy, but there you go. So there we go, that's the greens. Got some fruit, got some greens, got everything in there. With the one exception, the one last thing which I have to go and get, so bear with me one moment, is some ice. Because I like a lot of ice in my smoothies. And clearly I'm not a professional at making these videos, because if I was, I'd have it all organised and ready to go, but there you go. Bunch of ice in here. Some people like this, some people don't. It's a bit funny. But I happen to like a lot of ice. It makes it all kind of crunch together. I'm sure you'll be fine. There we go. That's the ice done. And then put the lid on. Mostly it goes on, sometimes it doesn't. You have to kind of force it on. And then hit smoothie cycle. Off you go. And there you go, all done. So that's my breakfast. Typically I'll make that every morning. Often it ends up a bit more than that. And I will put it in sealable containers, take some to the office. I have some to start off with for breakfast, and then I'll take some to the office and drink it during the morning. That is the stuff that my children think looks absolutely disgusting, but I adore. It's brilliant. Breakfast. Enjoy.